Well, good morning, everyone. Um, as always, I hope your day is going well, and if it's not, I hope you can turn it around. So, here's a here's a story that I recently heard that I wanted to share that I thought was good for me. I think I needed to hear something like this today. So, um, peaceful farmer. We're going to talk about. There was a Zen story told hundreds of years ago about a farmer who who had a horse. And back then, if you had a horse, it meant it was kind of a symbol of wealth. And so he was a successful farmer, kind of looked up to in the community, things like that. Um, but he had a horse, and one day this horse ran away, and all of his friends, came over and mourned with him and said, I'm sorry. What terrible luck. You lost your horse, and now that's going to impact you a lot in your life and in your workload and all these types of things because these were work horses. Um, and so they just said, "Oh, what terrible luck." And he said, "Well, maybe not." He just kind of left it at that. Then a couple days came by and left, and a few days later, the horse came back and came back with three or four wild horses, some friends he had found while he was out exploring. And so the same friends came back and said, "Oh wow, what a miracle! What amazing luck you have to have four horses now instead of just the one. And wow, Providence has smiled upon you. God sure loves you." And he said, "Well, luck, maybe not. Good fortune, I don't know. Very non-committal. Maybe not." Later, his son was trying to mount and ride one of these wild horses, and that didn't go too well. So the horse kicked, and the son fell down and broke his leg, his only son. So his son could no longer help plow in the fields and do the work of the farm. And friends came over and, of course, said, "Oh, what terrible luck! I'm so sorry, and I apologize. And what bad luck." And he said, "Well, maybe not." And then the draft came by, and we're drafting all the young men from the villages, and his son got passed over because he was in bed with a broken leg and couldn't fight for months. Um, and his friends came over and said, "Oh wow, well, what luck, what fortune, what good luck for you." And the farmer said, maybe not. And kind of the point of the story was the farmer didn't get too uh, worried about judging certain situations good or bad. He knew there was always more to the story. There was always something else coming up. And so he tried to just live life and deal with consequences as they came, and not spend so much time in judgment of, is this good or bad for me, and all the corresponding feelings that brings. And so the idea is to spend more time in the observing mind, less time in the judgment mind. We talked about that a little bit last week. But this was kind of the story that came from, and I really liked it. There are certainly things we do need to judge, but lots of things that the story isn't done yet. The story is not written completely. So wait and see and be patient. Someone once told me, "It's never as good as you think it is, and it's never as bad as you think it is either." Kind of this idea of moderation in our emotions. And I thought that was interesting. I love getting excited. I love getting, really animated and all of those things. And so I like feeling those things and letting those come. But at the same time, I know, extremes in my emotions are probably not only maybe irrational based on the situations, but probably not that helpful as I come off of huge highs or spend time in the deep lows. So anyway, I like this story. We talk a lot about, on these 5-minute life hacks, a lot about personal things and how we react and how we deal with them, and some of that's probably a reflection of things I'm studying and things I'm learning and things I like to share. But more importantly, or just as importantly, in our organizations, we hope that as the individuals we work with are healthy and happy and progressing and making progress, it's a better place to work. It's a better place to be. I received an email this week from a new hire at one of our companies that said, "Boy, I've really found my place here. I love working here." I should have pulled it up, but she said something to the effect of, "I talk about my work. I really feel like I found a place. I have friends. We enjoy working together. We enjoy talking. It's just a great place to be." She said, "I contrast that with when I talk about work with my husband or my boyfriend. I can't remember which, but how his work is completely different. He hates it. It's a terrible place to work. He's put down every day. He's micromanaged um, into a very negative way." We try to make sure we're empowering and growing people. And that's really important to Mike and I and our managers and our teams. And we really hope that comes through, even though a lot of these 5-minute life hacks are very personal. That's kind of the end goal, is to help each of us grow, become better. And I'm just hopefully sharing things that have really helped me. And boy, we sure love being a part of your life, even if we don't know you super personally at this point. It's important to us. We think about you a lot. We consider a lot of things, and we appreciate the privilege of having you work for and with one of our companies. So we appreciate it, and hope you guys have a great day and go make an impact. Thanks. Bye.